What up? What up? What up? It is another Saturday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The show is Square One. The usual suspects are in the house. With Mr. One, he's out golfing. Like, really, Roberto, you gonna go golfing, man, when you know it's time? But
Hey, there's a new sport we can add into this. We can talk golf. All right.
No,
yeah,
no, 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 no.
you definitely be crickets then, buddy.
Yeah, you can keep that golf shit to himself, man. That's okay.
But
Yeah, I know.
we are here to talk some more NFL, NBA. We got some exciting games coming up. Before the show, I went through a lot of the past shows that I watched. Kind of keep up with NFL. Watched a little bit Undisputed, a little bit of First Take. Got a few topics here I think going to stimulate us. Before we get in there, get into the topics. We're gonna go around, let each one of y'all shout out your channel, anything you want to shout out, and then we are going jump. Tongue tie tone today. Jump into the show. So go ahead, Anzo. What's going on with you?
Yeah, guys, channel Bigger Forward Entertainment. Got my verses back up. They just gotta do some things to get it back up there so that you guys can see it again. Looks like the warning is gone. We will probably be finishing this up one day. We got the 2000s to do, so make sure you guys look forward to that. Other than that, man, let's talk some motherfucking football, y'all.
Mr. Knight, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh, not much. Gaming streams, just overall ADHD for YouTube. That's what I do. And of course, we all work with the Chaos Central 3 shows we got over there. So check it out, guys. And I'm ready to talk some football too.
All right, last but not least is me, Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat, host of the show. On 1/3 of the Chaotic Conversation, Chaos List, and Rule 3, which collectively we can all see on Chaos Central. This is one of the shows I do on my channel. Me and Anzo started and kind of grew into what it is now. Is Square One, where we talk mainly football, basketball, some boxing, and we may try and get into the baseball. It's not going to be very stimulating for the baseball. I can tell you that I know very little about baseball. Like I said, if I had to guess 10 people now, if I had to come up with 10 Major League Baseball players now to save my life, I would be dead because I just don't watch the sport. So, having said that, our first topic is going to be
current or former.
Now, current, former, I can name them, but currently now,
okay,
I couldn't tell you the first player.
So if it was current, you'd be dead. If it was former,
yeah,
you could.
Former, I'd be thriving. In the past, I'd be. Okay. I mean, now I'd be dead as a doornail. This is a team not too far from where I live, Carolina Panthers. Me and my buddy at work were just talking about this man right here, saying that look, he is a fantasy football god, but they are running him too much. 29 to 30 touches each game. He is the workhorse of the Panthers. And this past Thursday night, I do believe, it cost him, man, because he popped his hamstring or bruised his hamstring or whatever it is. He's going to be out for a few weeks. So,
oh really?
Yes.
No wonder why he did. Because I was looking at the fantasy and I was like, "Oh, he only got 3 points. I'm good." I was worried about him, right? I didn't know he popped some. Oh,
yeah, he got hurt, so he's going to be out for the next few weeks. So my question is, Carolina Panthers, are they? He's a workhorse. He's a workhorse running back. But here's his stats. He's only like 5'9", barely 200 pounds. Can his body take that kind of punishment? Because he's not. They compared him. They were talking, not comparing him, but just using another example of the other end of the spectrum. Derrick Henry, who's like 6'4", 250. He can take more punishment than a 5'9", 200 back player. So, question one: do the Panthers need to change their offense? Because I think they're running too much. I think 30 touches a game is just a bit too much. What do you think? Whoever want to start off first?
Absolutely, they. Go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll go next.
I was going to say it depends on how you categorize Carolina Panthers as far as their offense goes. Are they running gun? Are they like West Coast? If they're a running gun, the answer is no. But a running gun is flashy and fun, and opens up more.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up more for it opens it up more for the running back to not get as directly hit. I don't think that's what they are. I think they're running him more like a straight up halfback, and he gets put into situations where he gets 2 to 3 tacklers around him sometimes. When he's wide open, it looks great. But when if he has to be in the trenches and you get 3 or 4 more, like 3 guys around him, he's in danger. You
Mm.
can't take direct hit from 300-pound defensive linemen and 250 to 300-pound linebackers. I think that you just can't do that at his size. So there is some question as to what that says. I don't think they run him too much. I just don't think he's as durable as people would like him to be.
I will say this. I think how many years has he been on that team now? Two,
This
three
is
years?
no. This is just like his fourth or fifth season.
Fourth
First
or
three
fifth
year,
season, right?
first 3 seasons, he never missed a game.
Gotcha. Right. And now he's been injured last 2 seasons, right? So
Yes.
yeah, man. I've said this all the time. You have to have a certain balance when it comes to an NFL team. You can't be an all rushing team. You can't be an all passing team. They got a great running back, but from what I'm seeing is their passing game isn't that great. So you're running the ball with him, and look, he's injured now. What I would say is maybe you get a little backup in there, and you don't have to do a 2-back system, but at least get a third down back or something like that, so that you're not giving him this wear and tear to his body, because we already know that the shelf life for running backs is very, very, very fucking low. All right.
Yeah,
So once you get these running backs that you're running them constantly, like double and triple the times in a season than a regular running back, you're gonna wear them out. Look at Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah. Shannon
you
Sharp
know.
said at this with the number of
Go
carries
ahead.
he's doing, he is on pace to do 500 carries this year. That's a lot for a running back. That's a
That's
lot.
crazy.
And we know the shelf life of running back at age 30,
Mm-hmm.
they're not getting no contract, not no big
Mm-hmm.
contracts. So he's
I
25
know.
now. I looked this up. So he got 5 years to get his big contracts. I think he's still working off his rookie contract.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to. And Shannon Sharp says he believes it's just a string of bad luck. That he's durable. That Shannon Sharp played with his dad. I can't think of his dad's name, but his dad was like 6'5", 240. I think he was a receiver, if I'm not mistaken. But he says an advantage of a player who has a parent or a brother or someone in a professional sport, they can see the things they did to keep their body up. They say he's very big on nutrition, very big on getting massages, very big on getting the treatment, ice treatment, heat treatment, all that kind of stuff. So
He's
I think
very
he,
big, except for the size he is.
yeah. But
I think
when they show him like working out, oh, he's compact. There ain't no damn
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
flab on him, but it's
No.
muscle.
I know this wouldn't work. I mean, but if I had looked at him and his skill sets and the way he moves, he's quick, dude. This guy's quick. He gets that ball, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the only thing that doesn't work for him, even for halfback, that is his size. Because I would have put him in a tight end position. This guy's got good hands. He's got good speed. He's got a lot of awareness when he's on the field, where he's at, where that first down marker is. He's just not tall enough for a tight end. But I would put him in a tight end position more. It leaves him out of these positions where he could get hurt more often. Because again, you run him in the middle, he's going to have at least three guys around him that's 300 pounds. And I don't care who you are. Two of those guys fall on you. I don't care how durable you are. You actually are going to have a situation where it's going to be more dangerous for you.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to somebody's going to land on your ankle wrong. Somebody's going to pull your leg the wrong direction. And we also all know that you get into some of these multi-tackle piles, man, you hear stories from all these guys about the things they do on the bottom of those piles. I just don't know. I don't know. I just think this is going to happen more often. Maybe not maybe not more than once a year, but he's going to have more of these multi-game times when he has to be out of the lineup because of some sort of an injury, even if it is somewhat minor.
Yeah, you can see here in the photo, man. Sucker's Jack, so
Oh yeah,
he's taking
But
care of. Grab Anzo.
no, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, but the more injuries you get, you know what I mean? It's gonna wear down your body, man. The more keep getting injured every year, it's gonna wear down your body. So
Yeah, running backs. We know that is a high collision position. Um, like they said, man, 10 years is the shelf life.
mm-hmm.
You may make 11 or 12. There may be a freak like Adrian Peterson that came back from that, but
Was still never
uh,
the same when he came
yeah,
back, though.
that 1 year he was like a freak. Then after that, it just
Mm-hmm.
didn't have it. You're gonna lose a step, man, because that is a young man's position. Not
it
necessarily.
is.
Yeah, football is not necessarily a young man's game, but it's definitely some of the positions are for young men. Running back,
Mm-hmm.
You've got 2 years to have them renegotiate a contract with you if you want to get your payout. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I know he might get a payout, but he's been injured. Last year he was injured. The year before, I believe he might have been injured, and then this year he's injured. That starts showing a pattern. That means even if they offer him a contract or somebody else offers him a contract, nobody's going to spend like Ezekiel Elliott money on him, especially
Injury
after what
time.
he's done, because he's
yeah,
kind of. I think Ezekiel Elliott's actually hurt the running backs because here
he
this
has.
guy gets this huge amount of money and
No,
then he
he ain't
doesn't do
hurt him.
anything,
He
huh?
ain't hurt him. He fucked him. He ain't
Well,
hurt him.
that's what I mean. Okay, let's.
I know.
Yeah,
I
he
know
did
what you
because.
mean. I want to use a little bit stronger word than you did.
Well, no, that's fine. I mean, that's a good way to put it. He could have come out and gotten 1,000 yards, and just looked pedestrian, and it would have been okay. No, he came out and he basically laid an egg.
Mm-hmm.
And now what are they now so anybody that gets injured once a year, twice a year, or once every year, and even if it is only for 1 or 2 weeks, and you're getting hurt, you're not gonna get that big payout. Christian
Mm-hmm.
McCaffrey's a great running back, but he's not gonna get a big payout. He might find a I don't know I don't know what a pedestrian payout is nowadays, but I think he'll find somebody that'll offer him 3 years at a decent amount of money that he'll take, whether or not it's the Panthers or somebody else. But he
If
might
I
as well
was,
start at the career as a broadcaster because he is charismatic. I think that his money is to don't kill yourself is what I would.
yeah, if I was him, I'd be looking into other means of making money for as endorsements, and
Mm-hmm.
then I would be trying to land somewhere, get me on a talking show. I mean, like say a sportscaster or
For
something.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
For
think
real.
who was on there? Somebody on there. Um, who used to be the runner? It was the tight end, either wide receiver for the Panthers. I can't think of his name. He's a broadcaster now.
Oh, Steve Smith.
Oh yeah,
No, not
yeah.
not Steve Smith, the white guy. Who was the? I think it was the tight end. Played for
Man,
Carolina for years.
why we got to make this all racist?
I don't know.
Um.
White guy.
No, I
Oh
mean
shit.
no, I can't
I
think of his name.
kidding.
Oh,
Greg
Olson. Greg
Olson.
Olson. Greg Olson.
Yeah,
Okay.
Greg Olson. He's now a sportcaster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So hey, that's what I be doing, man. Life after football.
Facts.
absolutely.
Okay, good topic. Let's see. My second topic is there was I can't think what's the show that Nick Rack's on. I don't like his show.
Oh,
I can't think.
Nick Wright. First something.
No,
It's not first take. It's
no, something in the morning. I don't know what. Anyway, Nick Wright there was on there. They had a segment about um what team, if any, would be a possible upset, and they were saying that this game right here, the Browns between the Bears, um, they were saying on here that the Browns usually play to the team that they're playing, however they play. If they play good, they usually match the level of intensity of their opponents. And that if they go in there playing kind of half-ass nonchalant, that the Chicago Bears could definitely upset them. Do you believe that's true, or do you believe that the Browns will finally get their head on straight and they're gonna do better this year?
until
Um,
they prove otherwise. I'm sorry.
you know what? Because I know Austinator is usually lurking somewhere. Fuck the Browns.
Oh God.
Fuck the Browns, all right? Fuck that team. They took my team out of the playoffs last year. Pittsburgh is going to smoke them this year. So, yeah, let's go Chicago. Even though I'm going to pick the Browns this week, I'm still saying let's go Chicago.
Yeah. No matter how much I hate, if I think you're a better team, I ain't picking you just because I hate you.
Exactly.
You know what you think, Chris?
Yeah. I think that until they prove otherwise, this is the way they're perceived. The Browns have to come out and consistently prove that they're not the Browns that people think they are. So far this year, I don't think they've proven anything other than what they've done every year. Um, well, not every year, but like last year and the year before last. So I think that if they come out, and I think they should just roll over the Browns. I really think this needs to be like a 35-7 win.
Roll over the Bears. I mean,
Bears. I'm sorry. But if they run over the Bears, then okay, then they're proving people wrong. They come out and they win by 3 points, or they have to go down and do a game-winning drive, or the Bears are tied with them and they go down for a game-winning drive and Baker throws another interception and then they lose by a field goal or something. That's just going to prove everybody right. So they got two ways to do this: be who they've always been, or come out and say this is our game. And maybe may not look like a statement game, but this is a statement game for the Browns. We are not the old Browns. We're going to come out here and we're going to run over these guys, and we don't care if we're up by 30 points. We're going to come out and we're going to keep going for touchdowns. We're not going to go for the field goals. We're not going to go to let up. We want to show people we are better than what we have
okay.
I
Um,
feel you.
I, I got a little faith in the Browns, man. I think the Browns are going to be the sneaker team that people are going to kind of underestimate, and whether it's an ugly win or a fantastic win, I still think they're going to get the win. I think if you go there underestimating them, that you might take the L. I'm not saying you will take the L. I'm just saying I would not underestimate them. I think some people kind of underestimate them, like, oh yeah, the Browns is this. Sometimes when you're building something, you get over that hump. Because for many years, Detroit had Chicago Bulls numbers. One year they finally got over the hump. I know people say, oh, it's when they got old. Well, I don't know what it is. Last time I checked, everybody in the NBA is in the NBA. But I don't know. I'm not going to count them out. I'm not going to say I just don't know. I don't think I have zero faith in Chicago. Even though Nick Foles is there, there was a what's up, Moral Kitty? Thanks
What's
for
up,
stopping by.
Mara?
Even though Nick Foles is in a conversation of starting, and Nick Foles can be dangerous, you get that magic about him. I just don't know if they're gonna beat Chicago. I mean, the Cleveland. Now, if they throw Mr. Odell Beckham there, that might mess up some chemistry. But he may go in there because Jarvis Landry is hurt. So
Mm-hmm.
we may see Beckham in there this week. So because the number one is hurt, so I don't know. And will that kind of impact the game negatively or positively? I mean, because he hadn't played NFL what about 7 or 8 games.
Yeah.
Did he get hurt mid-season last year? So
Mm-hmm.
he ain't been in an NFL game environment on the field in about half a season. So will he have some rust? I think he will, but again, he's a professional. He's supposed to be one of the greatest, according to some people. So I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm not going to. I'm definitely going to choose him when we do our picks, but I don't think. Chicago has a chance, and I could be wrong.
Are they playing in Chicago?
Um, Let me check and see.
Because Chicago's defense isn't that bad though. So I don't know. They're
Well,
both one and one.
they're playing in Cleveland.
Oh, they're playing in Cleveland. Oh yeah, then I'm taking Cleveland. I'm thinking these teams are yeah, I'm taking Cleveland. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking Cleveland.
You better take it because, like I said, I could be wrong. I could be eating my words next week, but I don't think they're gonna.
If I pick fucking Cleveland and Chicago wins, I'm gonna be pissed. But it's hard to, especially when the teams are like pretty much matched up like this. It's hard to pick the team that's going on the road.
Yeah. Next question. They say that Bills versus Washington. That Washington could be the upset because statistically, Josh Allen is stinking up the stats. He's in 30 in every passing statistical stat that they can. Like Nick Wright was just passing, completing, passing percentage. It was all 30, 30, 30, 30, 31, 30, 30. There's only 32 teams in the NFL. So
Well,
the only
it's
reason
kind
they
of
won
difficult.
by 35 points in the last game, he said, because the other offense was good. But stat wise, according to Nick Wright, who I hate to agree with, just regurgitating what he said, is that he is not playing like he did last year. So,
Well, when you take the first game into account, of course he's going to be down at the bottom. Him and Brett Favre had some of the worst week one of any quarterbacks out there. Not Brett Favre, but Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers and him are not shitty quarterbacks, but they had a shitty first week, and that hurts you right off the bat.
Let me ask you this, Donnie.
hmm?
You taking Washington in this game?
I may.
Oh, really? Okay.
But but I think that I don't think he's as bad. I just think he needs to get back into his. He's got to figure out his, getting his rhythm. So
This is a tough fucking pick, man. Like this game,
They're playing in Buffalo. So
I want to say Buffalo, but everybody's been praising Washington's defense. You know what I mean? Everybody's been talking about how good their defense is supposed to be.
Both of them is 0-1. So
so either of them lost the game. Shit.
it should be 0-2 though.
0-2, yeah. Hold on, I'm looking now. No, Washington is 1-1.
Yeah. And
Washington's
Buffalo is 0-2, ain't it?
Where are you, Bills? Oh, I got it. Let's see. Hold on. Bills are 1-1 too.
mm-hmm.
So they both won last week. Yeah. Fuck.
Now, according to what I'm looking on this, and I don't know how I'm looking. I got an NFL stat. They say that the Buffalo Bills got the number one defense.
Really?
I'm looking at this now.
Who did Buffalo beat last week? Nah, who did Washington beat last week? Hold on.
Washington beat the Eagles, didn't they? Or no?
For the Eagles, then yeah, that makes sense.
Wait.
They beat the Giants by 1 point.
Oh,
Giants.
okay, they beat the Giants. Oh, and they only won by 1 point?
And the Bills beat the Dolphins.
Yeah, they smoked the Dolphins. Dolphins didn't even score a point.
35-0.
Taking Bills. Yeah, I'm taking Bills. Because Dolphins was a surprise team last year.
Yeah, Tua's out though, so they didn't have a quarterback.
Tua's out. Yeah, but even still, to let them score 35 points, was it all defense or? Because I didn't watch that game.
I don't even watch that game.
Yeah, me neither.
I ain't a fan of the Dolphins, and I ain't a fan of the Bills. So
me neither.
That's one. If I can't find no other game on there,
I'll watch it. Right. But that game was like a last choice game, So I'm like, yeah, I didn't even bother. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting game to see. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Uh,
That's what.
uh,
That's
I got to scratch my head on that. 'Cause my heart took the strings is definitely pulling towards Washington, but like I said, they're playing in Buffalo, so I don't know. I ain't decided
yep.
yet.
Hmm.
It's going to be
Next game,
difficult.
yeah. Next game they're talking about Chargers versus the Chiefs. Now, commentators say that the Chargers have a chance because they got the new coach. Can't think of his name, who is supposed to be a culture changer. But they said that when they meet the second time, the Chargers may have a better chance because this time they said Kansas City has never lost 2 games in a row. So they expect Kansas City to come out guns a blazing, and that the Chargers is probably going to get destroyed. But the commentators, all of them agreed that, well, 2 out of the 3 agreed that Ryan, it was Ryan Clark. I can't think of the other guy. Stephen A was like, nah, you don't think so. But that the Chargers had the potential if they had their mind right and they were together with this coach more. I can't think of the coach, but he's a new young coach. God, his name escapes me. But everywhere he's all of the teams he's came from, he has made them more successful. It was like 3 or 4 teams, but they said just to have enough time to have that cohesion and to get that mojo going. But the second game that they face Kansas City may be a different story. But they both said that well, all 3 of them said that they don't think that Kansas that Chargers is going to win. So, what do y'all think?
I'll say this. Let's go, KC. Patrick Mahomes, destroy these motherfuckers, get 5 touchdowns, 400 yards in this game, and I
You,
will be absolutely satisfied.
you must be got him on your fantasy league. Why you?
You know it. You know
So
it.
I don't
I
even know
like
who am I playing this week. I don't even know yet.
I like the first part of that where you're saying that Kansas City is gonna smoke them. Yeah.
Ooh, I play Man Diesel.
Yes, you do.
Ooh,
Yes, you do.
he's projected to win too. Damn.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
Hmm.
is. But yeah, I agree with that 100%.
I
Yeah.
do.
It's gonna be. Hey,
Hmm.
all I can say is I didn't expect Kansas City to lose last week. I don't know what happened, so I don't know.
I'll tell you
I
what
hope I
happened.
hope I hope they don't go in there thinking that they're invincible because then that may be their undoing. But
No, they don't
No,
think
no.
they're invincible.
I'll tell you what happened, Danny. It was that fumble at the end. If that dude, the
No,
running
no,
back,
no,
did
no, no,
not
no,
fumble
no. It
that
was
ball,
before that third
it,
down that we sacked. We sacked them, and they called a shit call that even the NFL, the guy that's there that is part of the NFL review committee when they send it to New York, he was
mhm.
on that Sunday night, and he said that's not a penalty, and they fucked us. Now I'm not saying that that means anything because again we've always said don't let the refs determine a game,
Right.
but we're not. I don't even count that as a loss. I really don't. What it's going to do
Of
is going to
course
piss
not.
us off as a team. And
Ooh.
when you piss when you piss a team off that's capable of scoring 60 points, and you're the next team up, you got to watch out. Now, yes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire should not have fumbled. That was a very shitty thing, and it did fuck us. That didn't help any either. But we were going to score, we were going to win, and
Right.
I'm sure this team is pissed off enough that they're just going to come out and they're going to make the Chargers an example.
I agree with you 100%. They're pissed off. They lost the game they shouldn't lose, and especially the running back. Like I said, I know the foul you're talking about, but I think the biggest issue was the fumble because they were going to score, right? All they needed was a
But yeah,
field goal to win the game, right?
ultimately,
Yeah, go ahead.
well,
Yeah, well, I was just saying all they needed was a field goal to win that game, right? And they were like 10 yards away from field goal range, and they still had a chance to, I think it was first or second down. I can't remember what down it was. but he fumbled the ball, man. And the minute he fumbled the ball, that game was over. So I'm thinking that they're going to minimize their mistakes this week, and it's just going to be a domination of Kansas City dominating them.
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes going to be running for touchdowns and shit. Watch.
I definitely think that they just gonna run into a buzz saw, and this happened to be that piece of board that's going into the saw, so to speak, because like the commentator said, Kansas City has never lost twice in a week. I mean, twice back. So you should see.
I agree.
Flash, what's up, Flash? I would just like to say my Panthers are 3-0. The 60 Steelers are 1-1. Yes, Big Ben back on the Big Macs. Damn, he come in guns blazing. Hey, y'all might be in trouble because y'all workhorse is in trouble, buddy. He is out for the next few weeks,
That
according to
is
the
right.
report.
And you just coming in here talking a lot of shit right now, Flash. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see what happens at the end of the season. Let's see the Panthers if they make the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
What up, Jeffrey Thomas? Glad you dropped by.
What up, Jeff?
Okay, let's get to the next topic. Um, Ben Simmons, NBA.
Oh, trash.
Ben Simmons says that I will not play in a Philly jersey ever again. I want off. I want out. I don't care where I go. I just got to get out of here. He still has 4 years left on his contract. And he says he don't get traded, he's going to sit out. So, a conversation and an interview yesterday with Doc Rivers, the head coach of Philadelphia, said that, look, they're going to try and work through this because he wants Ben. He said last year they gave Ben the ball, that they ran the offense through him, and that he believes that Ben can lead them to a championship team. Championship win. So, do you think that he was just blowing smoke? Do you think Ben Simmons has any leverage? Do you think he'll land somewhere? There's talks about trading him for Kyrie or possibly Harden. What do you think? Let me know.
The Nets will never make that trade. Absolutely not
Don't think
trading
they will.
fucking Kyrie or Harden. And they didn't even get like a full season to play together because the injuries. No.
Yeah.
Maybe not Harden, but I think they may trade for Kyrie. Kyrie is a head case, bro. As good as
Yeah, well,
he is a head case, and
Yeah, but Kyrie helped put that team together. It was him and Kevin Durant's idea to do that. They're not going to get rid of Kyrie. And Kyrie hasn't really been a head case in the last 2 years anyways. It was only when he was in Boston. So right now he's been playing fine.
No,
You haven't heard anything?
Yeah, I think I did hear something about him doing something crazy.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta see if I can find it, but I don't know. I mean, that's what was talking. I didn't realize this, so I saw it today. I was like, "Huh, Ben Simmons?" I thought him and him, but there's also him and Embiid. He don't like Embiid. Something happened. I'm not sure what happened. And Joel
Well, I will
Embiid
say
seems
this.
to be the one that the city gravitates to. So I think he want that adoration. What I'm being told.
Well, I will say this. Spurs have cap room. Spurs have no superstars right now, so I'm sure they have cap room. So if there's a trade that can be made, let's see him come over to San Antonio.
What is he worth
What's
to your
that?
Spurs? What's he worth to your Spurs? Because they're not gonna have anybody that Philadelphia is going to trade for.
They don't have anybody
like
now,
player
so
to player or something.
They got to trade for first round picks and stuff. That's all about all.
I don't care. We have nobody now.
What's he worth?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's he worth?
Yeah, but you won't get nobody. That won't make sense. And here's why: if they have nobody to trade with them and they trade for their picks, they get Ben Simmons. They ain't gonna have no picks to put nobody around them.
They can build. If you have a piece like Ben Simmons, Popovich will be able to build a team around him. It doesn't really have to be during the picks, right? So,
but I'm saying mostly if you got somebody else of equal value and talent or value, then it might be a trade and some money, whatever. Or if you don't have that, then okay, give us Ben. We'll give you our first, second round pick, whatever. If they do that, so to speak, or make that offer, then they're gonna get him, but not be able to put anybody around him. Not to mention that market, San Antonio, is not a good commercial market. So, what's going to be the attraction to draw somebody of a big name and big
Champ-
caliber?
Championships. Because I'll tell you this, our team is like one of the youngest teams in the league right now. We don't have a LaMarcus Aldridge. We don't have DeMar Rosen anymore. We have DeJounte Murray. Fucking even Patty Mills is gone. So all we have are young players on that team. So if they're going to trade draft picks, they can, because they don't need to draft any young players for at least 5 years. So you trade them, you trade for them, you get rid of some draft picks, and then you put a team around them. And then what the Spurs also have is a shooting coach named Chip Engelman or whatever his last name is. And because of him, Kawhi Leonard is the shooter that he is today. So you put him in a gym with Ben Simmons, and if you can get Ben Simmons to get that shot on, he would be a beast. He would be a beast, and he would be perfect for Pop.
I'm not doubting what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't think the method is as easy as you make it sound, because you gotta have something to bargain. They won't have nothing to bargain with.
They have the draft picks. We don't need the draft picks if that's the case.
But how about if your quality of players you got now just ain't gonna cut it?
Then you free agent. That's what it is.
Okay.
You pay the money.
Okay. Well, again, from what I'm being told, San Antonio is not an attractive place to go.
Yeah, but you put the money up there, they'll go. They've gotten free agents.
Are you thinking, though, that if they get this guy, the Spurs are contender?
Not right away. Absolutely
okay, not. So you're talking maybe like get him
and then build around him for 2 or 3 years. Yeah, absolutely.
So my thought here, though, is that this guy's unhappy on a team that a coach believes that they are contenders on. If he's unhappy there, you think he's going to be happy with 2 years of basically nothing?
Well, that's the thing, though. He's
you
not.
Know what's going to happen?
What? No, go ahead, Danny. You first.
After this, after this show, I was going to be thinking about it. You like, damn, what I said didn't make no sense. And this is why it don't make no sense. Because the East is so easy. He going to go to the West and try and build a team in the West with all them monsters over there. It ain't going to happen.
Why not? Why not? Because he obviously doesn't care about winning if he wants to leave the Sixers. That's not a problem, right? It's not about winning. He wants to get off the team.
I don't think he want to go to the West unless it's somebody who he think will win an immediate championship. I don't think
but he said any team. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
He said any team. It's not like he said, no, I don't want to go to the West. He said any team. It didn't matter if they were winning or not. If that's what he said, you know what I mean? So hey man.
If I'm Ben Simmons and I'm in the stable with LeBron James, I'm not going to no team that ain't gonna smell no fucking championship.
But you're not gonna smell it anyways because you're in a league with Kevin Durant.
You got a better chance of going. He go to the West with all them monsters. I don't think he's gonna go unless
there's only two monsters in the West.
The West teams, what I'm saying, are harder teams to play during the whole season versus the teams on the East. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but there's only 2 teams in the West that are beasts too, right? Everybody else is beatable. You have Clippers, and I'm still iffy about them, but other than that, you just have the Lakers. And out west and on the East, all you have is the Nets. So
who didn't what's face with this year? The championship?
Oh, you also have the Bucks.
Didn't Utah win?
No, Bucks went. Bucks won it.
Bucks versus who? Utah, wasn't it?
I don't remember who they played.
I thought it was Utah.
No, I don't think it was Utah. Hold on.
When does the season start?
Soon.
Next month.
Well, thank you, Anzo. Thank you so very much. I now have as much information as I have. I asked the question.
You're welcome. I said soon. I mean, you know.
Lately, my questions have been so open-ended. I'm sitting there going, no, stop it. Just give me the answer I want.
Shit. They played the Suns, Danny.
The Suns. I knew it was somebody like that, Scrubby.
Yeah. And the Suns will never get there again. The Suns only got there because of the injuries on the Lakers and all that stuff. Like,
Hey, never know, boy. Like any given Sunday.
nah, basketball's totally different. Totally different. Kawhi was injured. You know what I mean? And the reason why this season ended up the way it did is because last year they had no preseason, they had no off season. Their off season was like they went from December or whenever it finished, and then it was right back again. So they didn't really have an off season. That's why you had all these injuries. You had all these weird teams going to the finals and shit. It's not gonna be that like that next year. It's gonna be back to basketball. Lakers Nets finals.
They're not doing a bubble or anything this year, are they?
What's that?
They're not doing a bubble or anything like that this year, are they?
No.
I understand they're playing in the stadiums this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they're not. I mean, we got full preseason, full workouts,
Yes.
everything back to normal.
Unless the numbers, I guess, start really elevating. But I think they may kind of social distance some too. That's what I'm.
Well, I mean, social distance, I'm not too worried about. I'm talking about major factors that literally locking down your players. I mean, NBA literally just was locking down players, saying, "Nope, can't do anything.
Mhm.
You have to."
Mhm.
And that, I'm sorry, the NFL didn't do that really. I mean, the NFL was saying, as long as you're with your teammates and that's all you're with, and they, within reason, they had a lockdown, but they weren't really holding them down. And the same with baseball. The NBA was really aggressive with this, and not that they were wrong, but that does really affect a lot of these guys. And I'm not going to say that people in the NFL or in Major League aren't partiers or whatnot. But I think the NBA is always those guys that are seen out having a good time a little more than in other sports. And
NBA, I think
social activities really hurt the NBA more than it does anybody else. Truthfully,
I think the NBA got the reputation of being more partiers and knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Than any other sport.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might. I think collectively they may be the highest paid sports because some of these contracts I'm seeing is crazy. I don't see that in football.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that I'm with Anzo though. It's going to be the Lakers and the Nets, barring anything major.
Mm-hmm. Hands down, it's going to be.
Totally right. We shall see. It won't hurt my feelings.
It will hurt mine. I guarantee you that is a finals I will not fucking watch.
Last topic. Stephen A. just said on a recent poll ESPN had out about the top 10 players in the NBA currently now. Him and Kendrick Perkins had a disagreement. Stephen A. said it was Durant. Kendrick Perkins said it was Giannis. ESPN did the vote. I'm not sure who did the actual vote, but the top 10, I'll go from 10 to 1, and we'll see whether or not y'all agree with the ranking. They said number 10 was James Harden. Number 9 was Anthony Davis. Number 8 was Damian Lillard. Number 7 was Joel Embiid. Number 6 was Djokovic, however you pronounce his name. 5 was Steph Curry. 4 was Luka. 3 was LeBron. 2 was Giannis. And 1 was Durant.
As the best players?
The best players currently now in the NBA. Those are your number 10 to number 1. I'm not mad with it. It's pretty accurate.
I'm not either. Anytime you go and you mention top 10 players in any sport, take top 10 bands, top 10 songs, the problem you get is it's all subjective. And when you're taking a bunch of people and averaging it out, you're going to get the best overall view. So if this was like a fairly large voting group, then this is probably going to be the most accurate list you're going to find out there, because it's taking all the biases and all that into account and saying, okay, we've got enough people voting into it, and those votes come out like this. that's the only good thing about these polls normally is it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it because again, you go to three people and you ask them who the top, let's say, five players are in any sport, you are going to probably get three different answers, and you're going to have no consensus. You go and you ask 300 people, you're going to have a better idea. So, if there was a way to look and see how many people voted on this, that would be the first thing I would do. But if this had, like, I'd say 1,000 plus people, yeah, like sports writers or anything like that, then this is probably a really good, accurate list. And it could, people could change up and down a little bit here and there, but I like it.
Yeah, I still don't think you can put. Yeah, go.
Flash gives a $2 super chat. Thank you, Flash. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support.
Absolutely.
Also, Flash did say Ben said he wanted to be traded to a big market team. His agent Rich Paul said it. Okay.
I don't know about that, but he also said that 76ers won't trade Ben for someone they can win now. But you do know that they have three-way trades, right, Flash? So there's a possibility that they could do a three-way trade. And at the end of the day, wherever Ben Simmons wants to go does not necessarily mean that is where they will trade him.
Yeah. The main thing I heard was they were talking seriously about trading Kyrie or either Harden for him.
Who was though?
I don't know.
The rumors, right? Yeah.
The commentators are saying,
yeah.
Stephen A is in that or all that shit. That what he was reporting. So I mean, I don't know. Really don't care. One way or the other. No how.
Back to this list. Nah. You cannot put KD over LeBron yet. I'm sorry, you can't do it. It should be LeBron, it should be KD, and then it should be Giannis. That's how it should be. That's the order it should be.
To answer Flash, when you say that he wants to go to a big market, folks, like Philadelphia is like the number 3 or 4 market in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think in NBA it is.
I mean, where do you want to go?
Because it's like New York. I don't think in NBA it is. It's like New York and California.
No. I don't know. I think that they consider market size not by sport, just overall. I mean, I could be wrong. I have to look at how they figure that out. But I think I don't know.
I don't think Philly is a small market place. You know what I mean? But I'm guessing LA, the New York. You know what I mean? Like, because New York is a big market too. So would he want to go to New York? They ain't winning shit over there. I would hope not. I would hope he wouldn't want to go to New York.
Here it got sports team market size right here. New York number 1, LA number 2, Chicago number 3, Philly number 4, Dallas Fort Worth number 5, San Francisco number 6, Atlanta number 7, Houston number 8, Washington number 9, and Boston number 10.
Okay, so he's in the number 4th biggest market there.
Yeah. So according to this,
how can you say
he either want to go to Chicago, which is cold as fuck. That wouldn't even be an option for me.
Yeah.
New York, which is almost twice as cold, or almost as equally as cold. So LA. So he probably want to go to the Clippers or the Lakers, or maybe Oakland. I can see him with at Oakland.
Golden State.
Wouldn't you love that shit, Daddy? Wouldn't you?
Get rid of what's his face? Send his ass over there. I get rid of what's the one, the mouthy one? Green. Bye.
Draymond Green. The only problem, and this is gonna be a problem for Ben Simmons wherever he goes, is he cannot fucking shoot, and that's not gonna fit on Golden State.
Yeah, he gotta learn to shoot.
Gotta learn to shoot. If he's gonna go to Golden State,
if he gets a decent mid range, and a passable 3 shot, that'll make him much more attractive.
He'll be a beast. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So if I were him, I'd be in the damn gym just shooting threes. I got tired of fucking threes.
Which is what he should be doing anyways, though. So I don't know why he's not trying to.
Because he see Giannis. Giannis don't have no game. He's nothing than running and dunking. I watch all the replays and highlights. I guarantee you he dunked 85% of the time.
Yeah, I do. But Giannis has a decent shot though.
I
Giannis
ain't
can
never,
shoot. If he
I ain't never,
stands outside, he
I
can
ain't never
shoot.
seen it.
Can't shoot threes, I'm pretty sure, but he has a decent shot. But Ben Simmons has absolutely nothing, man. And for him, his position and his size, he needs a shot.
Yep.
He needs that.
If you're gonna be the point guard, he gotta learn how to shoot.
Facts. And I don't even think he should be point guard. I don't even
You
think
think
he
he should
should
be
be
the
a point
small
guard.
forward? You think?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. All right, chat. That we right at the hour mark. That's all I got. I don't. It's just kind of slow, but if y'all have any questions, NFL, NBA,
Mhm.
please throw them in the chat because I try to we try to do 90 minutes on here. So if you're gonna do 90 minutes, and we got 36 more minutes to go. So, but
Absolutely.
if you have any questions,
Well, we could run
um,
through the picks,
yeah.
and then
The thing is with Ben, he is practicing his shot. It's just he doesn't have the confidence. He'll have the confidence to attempt. Well, he better get the confidence.
from what I hear is that like he's not practicing enough. That's what I hear. That's what the chatter from Stephen A. Smith and those guys are. But whether he's, I don't know, man. He needs to practice more than, you know what I mean? Or what he needs to do is get a shot coach that's gonna take his jump shot, completely break it down, and then rearrange it. That's what he needs to do. Because if not, he's going to be a liability to a team. You know, when it comes down to end of game scenarios and you got to do the fouling, I don't know what his free throw percentage is, but if he can't shoot free throws, that might be an issue as well. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't know. I don't think he's like LeBron. That's the only weakness in LeBron. That's why I don't put him as one because he has a glaring weakness in his game. That's his free throws. Kevin Durant don't have that weakness. So that's why
eh, I think that weakness that people talk about with LeBron's free throws is a lot overrated.
70%,
Hmm?
70% shooting free throw shooting. That ain't very good.
No, it's over a pass over 50. So, you know, it's just for me, I think it enhances because it's happened in times where it was game on the line and he misses one. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but see him and Shaq are notorious for that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you that big name marquee man, you got to work on that and
Mhm.
got to be clutch. Like when we think
No.
of Blackbird, we think of that God, Magic. We think of Michael Jordan. We think of um, a boy from the Pistons, Isaiah. Them guys was clutch at the line.
Mhm.
If you see them miss, you be like, what? And Steph Curry, man, that sucker. What's that club they call the 30-30 something club?
Mhm.
30-90 something shit. Like, damn.
Fuck Steph Curry, man.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. Like clutch
Yeah,
shooting 90 something percent. Shit. I mean, he ain't hardly never missing.
I can't stand that dude.
Hey,
That's right, Flash.
You can't
Remember,
stand
I
a lot of
still can't stand Steph fucking Curry, bro. Oh my god, his cockiness and his bullshit. Fuck that guy.
mm,
You
that shit is fun to me, buddy.
got super chat there, Danny.
What's up, Josh? Josh says, "What up? Hope you having a good show, man. We trying to do what we do, man. Trying to do what we can do. If you're not busy next week, man, I'll shoot you a link. You can jump in. Well, I think we about to do it. Make our picks. And if y'all have any questions, like I said, chat any questions, please. Oh, he said, "Fast, I got a question.
Hmm.
Um, what have you guys heard about Deshaun Watson? Nothing.
Jack
No,
Deshaun
they're
shit.
Watson
sitting them.
seems to be the greatest kept secret in the NFL right now, but
They
I ain't heard
they
nothing from him.
basically they tried to trade him and they couldn't find anybody, and so they just shut down the talks and they're sitting him. He's done. He's not playing this season unless by some miraculous chance this all gets wrapped up. And even then, depending on everything else, they may not put him back out there this season.
Yeah,
But
let
I
them
think he's
start. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think he's done in Houston. I just think they're waiting until either he's fully not tradable, cut him, or the charges or whatever get worked out, everything's done, he's still able to play, and then they're
But
trading
see,
him.
I'm glad. Flash, thank you for bringing this question up. You see, which is more egregious, kneeling down at the flag when the national anthem playing and get kicked out, or this right here? Now this man did all this stuff right here, got all these women saying this stuff, and he's still in a uniform. The boy
Facts, Danny.
didn't do nothing but
Facts,
kneel,
Danny.
exercising his
Preach.
First Amendment rights. He got
Preach.
kicked out of the NFL.
Preach
You
it.
tell him that ain't some bullshit.
Preach, Danny.
I'm sorry. He's not that good of a quarterback.
That ain't what I'm saying. Whether he stinks or whether he ain't. He did nothing illegal.
He screwed himself as much as the NFL screwed him.
He did nothing illegal, Chris. He did nothing
No,
illegal.
you're absolutely right. He didn't.
So why did he not have the same chance to wear the uniform like Watson, who's been accused by multiple people, multiple women for doing
people thought he was shit. I mean, whether or not you want to agree with he's shit, the general consensus is there's a couple things here. One, he is not a player that can fit into anything because he's just not that good. And two, he has walked away from chances, even if it is on the practice squad. We've talked about this, and you've agreed with me, Danny. He's had chances to try.
Those points that you bring up has nothing to do with the question that I brought up. I said he did nothing.
He was not blacklisted only because of that. If you want to think that's all he was blacklisted for, he was also blacklisted because listen, I'm not saying he should have been. No, he shouldn't have. But you know what? If you know how the NFL works, God of Goodell, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself, he picked a fight and he lost that fight. Then when he was offered a chance to come back, he didn't like the terms, so he said no. And there you go. That's where we're at. And I'm not saying it was right.
No.
By no means. Wait.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish.
I'm saying this is right. I'm just saying that's how it is.
Well, no, because the narrative that you're putting up is not 100% correct.
Right? So everybody
he had a chance to go to a team. They didn't offer him the money that he decided he was worth, so he said no. But then he did his stuff. Hold on. He did his stuff, and then the NFL said, "Oh yeah, we made a mistake." And the NFL even admitted that they made a mistake with him. They even admitted it. Gordell came out. Hold on. Gordell came out and said it was a mistake. Then what happened is they gave him that tryout, and he was supposed to do the tryout. But in the contract, it says, if you sign this contract, you will have no other legal rights to anything with the NFL. And that is the reason why he didn't sign that contract. There was no way in hell that the NFL had even planned to bring him back. It was all for show.
Fine. Wait, so what you're saying is he has no legal recourse against the NFL. That would mean, listen, I know these contracts and stuff like that. I understand that. Here's the thing. If there was something egregious that there was actual proof for, he'd still be able to go against him. What they're talking about is he had talked about suing them for blacklisting him. And what they were trying to get him to do is sign something that stated, you can't come after us anymore. He didn't sign it. So why hasn't he sued him?
By telling him that we'll let you back in the league, but you got to sign or give you a tryout, not even let you back in the league. So it wasn't determined. So they tried to get him to sign some shit. Would you do that?
Well, obviously he's done nothing about it. If he was going to sue him, and that's what the problem was. The problem was the lawsuit clause in that. Then why didn't
he already sued them and won?
Well, fine. You know what? I still just don't. Listen, if people want to bitch about him not being in, he made the choice. He's the one that made that choice.
As much as you are against corporations, I cannot believe that you are siding with the NFL right now.
I'm not siding with them. All I'm saying is listen, there is a choice you have to make. If he wanted to be in, that was his choice. Choices are not fun.
Yeah, but you're making a choice to go against your moral values and the things that you think to get back in.
They're more important than him playing. So why is it worried about that? He
Absolutely,
doesn't
because
want to play.
the
because
NFL,
he
the
doesn't want to give up his
NFL
moral
never
value.
planned to get him
Okay.
back, bro. It was a
Fine.
fucking
But
facade.
nobody, listen. We'll never know if he was ever going to make it back because he made the choice.
Okay. All I'm saying, I'm not going deep as y'all two going. I'm saying you in this hypothetical I'm about to explain to you. I want to see what you're going to say. You are Goodell. You got two problems in front of you now. One is somebody don't want to kneel at national anthem. The other one is somebody being accused of sexually assaulting women. Which
What?
person? And you
Gone.
got huh?
What should be gone right now? Until
Okay, that's all I'm saying. All the other stuff, I ain't mad on that.
Watson
Should not have on his
shouldn't even be
uniform
wearing
now.
a uniform right now.
That's all I'm
And-
saying, brother. That's all
His
I'm saying.
contract should be on pause. There's no question of that. I'm not questioning the fact that the NFL did Kaepernick dirty. They did. He has every right to do that. You ask any veteran out there, listen, that's what you fought for. That person makes a choice not to kneel or to kneel and not stand up for the national anthem. That is what you fought for. Whether or not you like it or not, that's what you fought for. They have a choice to do that. He had that choice. Yes, it is absolutely ridiculous. But it still doesn't come down. It comes down to the fact that I'm not siding with the NFL. The NFL put that in that contract, fine. But if he wants people to still carry the torch for him to play, then he made the choice. And he needs to come out and say, listen, this is what they offered. They're never going to give me what I want. I am not returning. Don't worry about it. I'm done with him.
I hear what you're saying on that, but let me give you this scenario. Let's say, for instance, that black officers was killing white females at an alarming rate. Like Kaepernick said, white officers killing blacks at an alarming rate. And Tom Brady came out, or Aaron Rodgers came out, and they started kneeling. And they explained to you why they're kneeling. Do you think it would have had the same impact, and do you think they'd be blacklisted out of the NFL like Colin Kaepernick was?
We're not going to make this a race thing. I have no fucking clue what Goodell will do because Goodell's stupid. Goodell's an asshole. He plays God. He uses the courts in his favor because they're a non-for-profit. Listen, from day to day, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. All I'm saying is outside of the fact here that, yes, Watson should be listen, the NFL should have looked at the Texans and said, guys, he cannot be in your locker room. He is permanently banned until these charges are dropped or some resolution comes. We do not want him in our stadiums. We do not want people talking about him. That's what they should have done. And why they haven't, I don't know, because this is ridiculous right now. But the fact that he's sitting, I don't know if he's sitting on the sidelines. I haven't watched the game. But if he's on the sidelines and in uniform, because all I've understood is that he is still an active player on that roster, as far as I know. I don't agree with that. Why Goodell hasn't done something about that makes no sense. But I think right now it's more the fact that there's going to be listen, he's damned if he does, and he's damned if he doesn't right now.
I'm just saying that they keep talking about transparency and consistency, and they're not transparent.
Well, every business talks about transparency. Listen,
I'm just saying, but every business ain't out in the street. NFL business is out there every week. The players, the fans, everybody can see it. Okay, you did this for Colin, but you didn't do this for Daniel. I did this for Chris, but I didn't do that for Anzo. That's all that I'm saying. I mean, I don't have no control of it, but damn if I'm gonna be there just because I don't want to play the game, don't mean the game gonna stop.
And I will answer your question, Danny. Absolutely not. If Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers was kneeling, they would still be in the league today.
Oh yeah.
Well, now they will because they've stopped going after people for it. Okay, you know what? Yeah, okay, more than likely no, but you don't know that for 100%. Chances are no. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, the same way you say that the NFL people cover him for Spygate and all this other kind of stuff.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Tom Brady, they don't what he does. You're right.
Okay. All right.
You're absolutely right. Okay, I've said that. You're absolutely right. You got it. Okay, but no, I'm tired of the Kaepernick thing coming up. no matter how you look at it, it's over. It's done. He's either not planning to come back.
Let me say this.
The
I
fact
know
that
what you're saying, Chris, and I agree with what you're saying on that. All I'm saying is he did nothing illegal. At the end of the day, Colin Kaepernick did nothing illegal. Was no illegal implication for that. It was just something that he did that pissed certain people off with power. That is not enough to even start the argument or to start the ball rolling to have this man kicked out, run out, whatever you want to say about the NFL. All I'm saying, if you're gonna do that for that, then how the hell you gonna let somebody that actually commit a crime stay in the NFL? That's all that I'm saying.
Listen, Danny, you work in law enforcement.
I know.
He has not been found guilty yet. And now, wait. Now, I know. Here's the thing: Colin Kaepernick was not found guilty on anything either, except for, if I remember right, it was a clause. It was in the ML or the NFL's Players Association, and the NFL had an agreement stating that you will be out there standing up for everything. I think that's basically what they got him on. But let's just not even get into that. Here's the thing: first off, he has not been found guilty of any of these crimes yet. Okay. If Roger Goodell goes out there and blacklists them, put him up, tell him you can't be in the stadium right now, you can't be anywhere near the team, no practices, nothing. You are not going to do anything until this is figured out. You have enough people out there, and I've heard and I've read, that think that he's being framed, that he's being that this is some sort of a conspiracy against him to get him out, that they're going to call Roger Goodell racist for it. He is damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. Right now, the best thing to do is the team doing what the best thing that they can do is sit him and say, we're not going to play him. We got to figure this out. And then really, honestly, that's it. Again, that doesn't fix the Kaepernick issue. It doesn't. Kaepernick's over. It's done. Stupid move on the NFL's part. It's ridiculous. But outside of the fact that they have nothing other than charges pending, or not charges pending, but there's a court case in the works, they can't say the guy did it. And I mean, as far as I know, everything sounds like he did do it.
Chris has a point, Danny, because let's say they do kick him out the league and blacklist him, right? Trial comes and he gets off. He has a lawsuit against the NFL.
Okay, I'll give you that. But what I will say and what I know, NFL probably got better investigators, more money than any police department in the fucking United States. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they're the police, Chris.
Yeah, so the NFL does their investigation. The NFL goes in deep, figures everything out, and says, yeah, you're guilty. Then again, like Anzo says, he goes to court, he's found not guilty. He has a lawsuit. He still doesn't matter what they think.
No,
it's what the law says.
If they got the evidence and they got the manpower and the money to do that, I guarantee you.
I don't think they're wanting to even get involved in this right now because, again,
that's a scapegoat. They don't want to get involved.
Right or wrong, Goodell does something in this case because of the Kaepernick situation.
They're gonna
go south. If it goes south and he gets let off of the charges, he's fucked. If it doesn't go south and he doesn't, if he does get found guilty and he doesn't kick him out, he's still going to get backlash then because they're going to say, why didn't they kick him out then? He's fucked. So. He's fucked every which way in the situation.
No, I got video footage to prove my point. Paul Pierce was at his Hall of Fame speech. He had a run-in with David Stern, and David Stern called him into the office and told him, you better stop ABC 1, 2, 3. He said, what the hell are you talking about? David Stern knew everybody who he hang with, their house, where they stay at, what they did, because he had some buddies that were doing some dirty shit. David Stern had his investigator or his team or whoever the hell he had, and Paul Pierce said, okay, let me finish. So you mean to tell me that the NBA got that much more power and control than the NFL?
I didn't say that.
Okay, but all I'm saying is, look, there's a team. They got team and people out there that can find this shit.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that's why he's sitting on the sideline now, because his ass is guilty. Now, whether or not they're going to give that information over to the police and hang him to put a black cloud on the NFL, I don't know if they're going to do that. But I guarantee you, if they didn't have nothing, Watson Adams would be on the field playing.
Nah, I disagree.
More than
I disagree. The fact that he has that against him, whether they had anything or not, you have to put him on the bench because that's going to cause problems if you don't. Whether he's innocent or
There's
not,
women
people are
rights
going to be like,
groups.
"Oh, you have this guy, he's this, he's that," and you have him on the field. You know what I mean? You can't. So you have to put him down until the court case, and then after the court case, that's when you decide whether you're going to get rid of him, kick him out the league. Well, if he goes to jail, he goes to jail, right? But I mean,
I hate to put this in such a black and white. And sorry, I don't mean that in the horrible reference it sounds like.
You know you good,
But,
bro. Go ahead.
but I know. But here's the thing, and this is a race thing in this situation. I think because Goodell feels that if he pushes any harder because of the Kaepernick situation, they're going to call it the Kaepernick situation again, and he's going to divide a lot of people down a line that doesn't need to be there right now, especially in the current condition of the country, let alone the NFL, that when things come down, he will still and I'm going to say this flat out, the white people will come out that hate Watson, and they'll say, see, he was a liar, he did it, you should have got him, you should have kicked him out. But at the same time, this is the most apathetic way to go about it. Sit them down, let the team handle it, and I'm going to sit back here, and I'm going to come out, and when they come out against me, I can handle them, but I can look at other people and go like, listen, I gave him a chance. I let it play itself out, and I did the best thing I could do. He's going to get it from one side or another if he does one or another thing.
You know what? Now that I sit back, because I'm thinking of a situation, I'm trying to think of a situation that kind of had sort of the similar theme, and there was one, Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown was kicked out of the league.
Yeah.
Until he was found innocent, and then he was back.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
I'm just saying that he's been, listen, the past 2 years for Roger Goodell has changed a lot. Because remember, people got bitchy about the kneeling thing, and then he finally let it go. He came out and he made we apologize for. Listen, the past 2 years have been really difficult. And right now, I'm pretty sure he's just scared to death of pissing off the wrong people, because the NFL, while it is the premier sport right now in the United States to watch, is not. They're not impervious to the perfect shot. The right thing comes along, and it could take it all down.
The only thing I've seen that remotely hurt NFL was Kaepernick.
Well, that's possible, but this could be the next thing.
Anything else?
Yeah, and to Donnie's point too, I don't think Antonio Brown case was as bad as Lamar.
We're talking about people. How many women have come out against him? 10?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
The only thing I will say that maybe what might be the difference is that Antonio Brown kept running his mouth and Lamar's being quiet about it. Maybe that could be the reason why they're giving him the chance to stay on the bench. Other than Deshaun, sorry, yeah. So that may be the reason. But to Donnie's point, yeah, man, if it's gonna fuck up the integrity of the game and they're gonna get rid of Antonio Brown for something that wasn't as bad, yeah.
Okay. Look at Hunt. We saw in live living color. He punched the shit out of that girl.
Mm-hmm.
I still say he was baited though. He was baited.
It don't matter. No. It don't matter. No,
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
He got kicked off the team. Yeah. He's still playing NFL, and he did something legally. He did. I'm saying, Chris, he did something illegal according to the law. The law of the land.
Fine. So everybody that does something illegal according to the law should be kicked out. Boom.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you didn't do nothing illegal, you shouldn't be kicked out. That's my point.
I think that's the problem I think that's the problem Goodell is having right now. He doesn't want to make this call because he doesn't want to be painted as a certain type of person based off of past things he has done. And I'm not saying that it's right that he's still sitting on that bench. I'm just saying Goodell right now is a little gun shy to pull that. He wants the facts. He wants it to be there. And I know you're saying, oh, yeah, they can find out that he does it. That's true. But that's not admissible in court. They'd have to say to the police, here's all our evidence, and then let them do it. and they're not going to sit there and spend that money on it right now. I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, they are.
The answer to this situation is it doesn't matter because we're not the ones involved in doing it.
They'll know.
There's been a decision made. They've let the team do it on their own. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Let me ask you this, and then we're going to get off the subject.
Yep.
You Colin Kaepernick, I'm Kareem Hunt. You did nothing wrong, but you saw Hunt punch that girl and back in the NFL. You did nothing illegal. You wouldn't feel some kind of way?
I'm going to tell you something again. Kaepernick wishes he had the talent that Kareem Hunt had.
Oh, my God. You are a dodger of questions, bro.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
I ain't saying nothing about no talent. I ain't saying nothing about no talent.
You know what? I really don't care. Kaepernick is Kaepernick is Kaepernick. It's done.
You just
it was wrong. We know it was
wrong. Because Chris don't care about Kaepernick anymore. That's why you're not being rational about this.
Are we hanging our hat on the hopes and dreams?
No, because one day, if you weren't wearing our shoes, then you would feel differently. But you're not wearing our shoes, so you.
Why are you listen?
Because you can't see it. You cannot see it. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm telling you to your face, you can't see it. The same way. I don't know how it is. No, the same way I don't know how it is to be a white man in America. You don't know how it is to be a black man in America. You don't.
Listen. So what you're saying here is because one black man got away with something that the other black man should have not had.
I'm saying that in this particular case. In this particular case, you cannot empathize with what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you.
I already said.
No, you don't.
Should not have been taken out of the league because of fucking kneeling. But there's nothing I can do about it. Doesn't matter.
Every time we bring this up, you got your ass on your shoulders and get mad because you don't want to talk about it. That's bullshit. Done.
You're not going to change that it happened. So
guess what? Guess what?
Stop.
No, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I control this. I'm not going to stop. If you don't want to talk about it, don't come back on the show no more. I'm going to talk about Kaepernick every time I want to, anytime I want to. Point blank.
Listen, Kaepernick should not have had that happen. But if you're going to go by what you said, then Ray Lewis shouldn't have been in. Antonio Brown shouldn't be in. Fucking God, how many others are there? I mean, what are you saying for one person?
No, not Chris. All I'm saying is this is my main point that seems to escape you. All I'm saying is that man did nothing wrong. So all this shit that was piled on him to cause whatever it did should have never happened because he did nothing illegal. It should have died down like everyone else, and he still should be allowed to play whether he's got skills or not.
And then people who have done shit wrong, who have been convicted and are on video doing it, are still there.
That's fine.
That's the problem.
Anything that disagrees with you on that. What I'm trying to say is, what are you going to do? Get a time machine and change it?
No, I'm not going to change it. But when I make the point, when I make this point, you always bring up that Kaepernick ain't worth this, or he ain't that.
No. I bring that up as an actor effect. Listen, if he wanted to do it, he had a way to do it. Whether or not it was right or wrong that way either, it doesn't matter. He had a way. He chose his own path, and he is okay with that now. And he champions the fact that he made that choice, and he calls them out for what they did.
But it was a fake fucking choice. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. You say he may have had an opportunity to get back, but it wasn't real. They were never going to bring him back. No matter what the NFL said or did, they were never going to bring him back. Even if he followed the rules, they would have never brought him back.
Disagreeing with that's probably true. But we don't know it because he made the choice then that said, I'm not even going to bother with it.
He tried to. What do you think he did the fucking workout for? Huh? He tried to, and they fucking tried to fuck him on the workout.
He didn't sign.
Hey, I got it. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
He didn't sign that contract. Listen, what I'm trying to say here is we know it was wrong, but there's nothing we can do about it. This is, it's like I try to tell my kids all the time. If you think life is fair, then show me the situation. Show me the proof of it. It's not fair.
Of
No,
course, we all know life isn't fair.
right thing. The Chiefs did the right thing. They saw the video and they said, "Hey, man, you lied to us. You're gone." Not their fault that the Cleveland Browns picked them up.
Okay, it's not. But the point is, Goodell could have said, "You will never play in this league again," and he didn't.
But he didn't.
Right. That is my point.
Goddamn life. It's so fair, isn't it?
Hey man, life isn't fair, like we said. But the point is,
unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it.
But the point is, regardless of all of that, and we're saying yes, there is nothing we can fucking do about it now. But at the end of the day, what we're trying to say is it's unfair for Kaepernick not to be in there, and you cannot tell me that he is not better. Hold on. You cannot tell me that he is not better than at least 10% of the quarterbacks that are in the NFL right now, starting quarterbacks.
Okay, that's not necessarily hard to do. But no, I'll agree with you there. I'm not saying he couldn't find it. Listen, if he had come back, I am not saying there's not a team out there that wouldn't have taken a chance with him and probably improved their situation. I think a team like Denver probably could have used him, which is why I was surprised when that all happened that he didn't do that. Now, again, we're not going to go into that part of it, but my point here is either you got two ways to look at this. You don't like what he did, and you believe that they should do a systematic, league-wide wipe of anybody with a charge that is like a battery, assault with a deadly weapon, or anything that's a violent crime. That they should do a systematic wipe, black, white, Asian, anybody. That's what you want. That's what you're saying should happen.
Yes, anybody that does a situation should
I'm not against that. I'm not against that. I am not against that. If that's what you guys think I'm against, no, I've said it. But I'm not there. I can't tell you why they're doing it this way. Kaepernick, and again, doesn't matter what I think of his skill set. I bring it up because, you know what? I don't think it mattered. I don't think he would have made it. But that doesn't change the fact that he should have had the chance, or that he shouldn't have even come up against a situation where he was ever taken out of a team.
And I'll tell you,
the next season in San Francisco, made the choice, and then the NFL stepped in and fucked him over.
Right, and you know the reason why it's different with him? Because of the pressure. Donald Trump coming out constantly. Get him off the field. Do this, do that.
Donald Trump. People need to not fucking listen to that fucking Oompa Loompa.
But the thing is that his followers did, though.
Yeah, right? That's bullshit, too. I mean, trust me, I hate this question because here's the thing. I don't know what the end result's supposed to be here. Kaepernick was fucked over. We all know that. But how does that play in any sort of relevancy to the rest of what's going on in the league? If you want this, if all you're trying to get me to say is that we need a systematic wipe of the NFL league, or for that matter, all sports, that says, listen, if you have had any sort of a violent crime, and if you want to put a level on it, like a misdemeanor A or a felony C or whatever, you want to put a label on the lowest that you'll go, or all of those crimes. Because listen, there are plenty of NFL players who have been arrested for slapping their girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill has been arrested for it. I don't think he's ever been actually charged or found guilty of it. But that's the thing. Where do you go with this? Because here's the thing. Then you have this player who did it once, and it was, they pled some sort of community service for him, but he has a conviction. And then you got Tyreek Hill, and they can say, listen, they just didn't go after him. He did it. We know he did it. Then what? I mean, because then you're getting into some very slippery slopes, because you're going to start getting people throwing people under the bus. Well, I've seen him do this. I've seen him da-da-da-da-da. I mean, it's a sticky slope. And that's my problem with the question on Kaepernick is it opens up this giant black hole of nothingness, because we can't do anything about any of it. Listen, if you want to start something, you start people down a road of saying the NFL's crap, don't watch it. We're getting into Disney territory here.
Well, first off, I would never do that. They already tried to ban the NFL a while back ago. Anyways, like don't watch the NFL, blah blah blah, because of that. But first off, let me say no, Flash, he's not better than Big Ben. But I'm saying this: there has to be some consistency, right? So it's like you said, if Tyreek Hill does something, then yes, I'll also agree that. What is the penalty, right? Because like some I Love Food said, if people paid for their crimes, they shouldn't continue to be punished, which I would agree with. But in the eyes of the public, they're always going to see this guy as a woman beater. You know what I mean? Like, even if he goes to jail or whatever, he does his time, it's always going to be like, oh, that's the woman beater. That's the woman beater. Like, why is this guy still on his team? He's a woman beater.
That's
So
the same way with Mike Vick. People, he did his time.
Absolutely. But you know what? Here's my issue.
He don't like animals.
Right.
Here's the problem on this, and that's what I'm trying. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get at here is that we're opening. Okay, I'm leaving the Kaepernick thing behind because here's the thing. Yes, he got fucked over. We know he got fucked over. He should have had a chance. Whether or not I believe he would have made it anywhere after the fact, I don't know. Because once San Francisco was done with him, he should not have been blacklisted, and that's what he was. Because it should be another team's choice without any sort of outside influence to base a team or a player on his individual talent. And I think he didn't have that much talent. That's my opinion. And if he had enough to get on another team, it should not have had any outside interference from the NFL, and it did. I know that. You know that. We all know that. But what I'm saying now is to use that as a term towards the rest of the league, and Anzo and I just said, or I just asked Anzo, and I'll ask you. What you're asking then is for a systematic wipe of the league, no matter race or anything like that, of anybody who has a charge of some sort of violent crime.
No, I'm saying that according to what I'm being told, and correct me if I'm wrong, they even created this domestic violence committee to seek out that, and to, if they see it, to enact whatever laws or whatever rules, whatever penalty is specifically for that particular crime. Correct?
Well, yeah, but you just said that why is Kareem Hunt not in the league?
No. Well, I'm saying, no. My thing was, and this is what I'm going to stick to the whole time. If you commit a crime, any kind of crime against the law of the land, whether you pay your time, fees, whatever, you should have some kind of penalty, stay out a year, whatever the case may be, but not run out of the NFL. All I'm saying is Kaepernick did nothing illegal, nothing, and he was ostracized. Said he was un-American. He did this kind of stuff. So all I'm saying is, I think the price that he paid was too extreme versus someone.
Yes, it was.
But Danny, what Chris is asking, he's like, basically, if you find out anybody in the league has done something like domestic violence, they should be penalized. It shouldn't be like Tyreek Hill does something and he's still in the league, they cover it up, but then Antonio Brown does it and he's kicked out. They should have a constant.
If you commit the crime, then you
should be right.
Because
committee.
Let me explain this one thing. If I get charged with domestic violence or DUI, I cannot be a cop. Nobody inside. We know that. So don't two things I can't do. I can't get mad enough that I put my hands on my wife, and I can't get out there and drink and hit somebody. I know that. I know that going in. So there should be certain exact crimes that as an NFL player, you know, if you commit it, your ass is out of here.
Danny, I'll say the same thing to you. I'll say the same thing to you that I said on. If you want me to say that the world is unfair, well, damn, I tell my kids that every day. You know, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, tell me where there's a written rule that life's fair and that everybody has to follow the exact same rule. And I don't care what color your skin is. There's a lot of examples where certain people just don't have to follow the same rules as other people.
I agree with you 1,000%, Chris.
And the problem is right there. Until you fix that problem, or until you come into the NFL and you say, listen, here's the new rules. We're going to go through and we're going to start assigning a certain amount of suspension. There is no way you can argue the suspension. If you get this charge, you're out until this happens, or in like, for instance, carrying a firearm and you get, in wherever. You go through all these charges and you say, this is how long they're out. This is how long they're out. This is how long they're out. I'm fine with that. But they've got to take the time and the effort and got to give a shit to do that. And then you say, listen, if you have an active case that is any sort of domestic violence, murder, whatever the fuck, you don't get to play until that is absolutely decided.
Well, Chris, I agree with you saying that the world isn't fair, but there's only 2,240 players in the NFL. That could be extremely fair.
Yeah, again, I wish I could make the
I know what
Kaepernick
you're
thing
saying.
not happen.
We can't make 6 billion people, whatever the number is on planet. Now, I know that. But 2,200 people, you can make rules that be extremely fair.
That's what I said. You can, but you got to do it.
But that's the question you just asked, though. I thought you was just asking that question.
No. I said that if you want, listen, the NFL, if that's what you want, then the NFL needs to sit down and decide what are these penalties per person, per this case. Look, if this case comes up, it doesn't matter if it's Tom Brady or if it's rookie number 1 that sits on the bench all game long for the worst team in the NFL. Doesn't matter who it is, you're gone and you're sitting down for this long. If Tom Brady gets a DUI, you're out for the half a season. If Tom Brady beat Giselle, you're out until that charge is dropped or figured out, and then there's another review hearing after the fact. If you're accused of murder, you're out permanently because you were in a situation where you have jeopardized the integrity of what the NFL stands for. Because again, and I'm not saying that's what it should be. I'm just saying they need to come up with that list.
I'm sure there's some kind of list, but like you said, what you said earlier was a true statement. There are going to be some people that is just going to have more privilege and more pull than whatever. Tom Brady being one. Like Goodell did something a few years back. He suspended Brady for what, 4 or 5 games? I forget. I mean, he did it.
Brady fought it, and he actually had to do it.
That was something to save face, or something where he could say, "Look, hey, I did a top dog, so if I do the top dog, I'm gonna do everybody."
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off here and get on my computer because my phone's at 13%. So give me just a second. All right. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good points. You know what I mean? Good debate. I agree with you 100%. And like I said, man, if you're going to there has to be consistency, right? So if someone does it and there's a penalty for it, then everybody that does that same crime should have to suffer the same damn penalty.
It just blows my mind that this man didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't get past that. I just can't get past that. And I know me talking about it is not going to reverse time, and I don't have no time machine to go back. I know all that, but the man did nothing illegal.
Even if we could go back in time, we still couldn't change shit anyways, right?
Maybe we tell him, man, don't kneel, motherfucker. If you kneel, your ass is not going to be playing. That's about the only thing we could do.
That's about it. Oh shit! But yeah, man. At the end of the day, he was blacklisted, and like I told Chris, I said the difference with the Colin Kaepernick case was Donald Trump came out and started riling up people, right? And this and that, and exactly. So now he's putting pressure.
Yeah. On his buddies.
His NFL buddies, NFL owners, yes.
Yeah, this is Donald, man. We can't let old boy get in here. He ain't say old boy. You know what he said.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry Jones. Jones. You know what I mean?
Hey, Rob K. Boys.
Yeah.
Rob K. I get you out that a little bit of trouble you got there with prostitutes, but don't let old boy get on your team. Okay.
Facts. 100%. That's exactly what it was. And Donald Trump put a lot of pressure on the NFL to get rid of him. And that's exactly why it's different. If Donald Trump had come out and started talking about fucking Deshaun Watson now, it was like, oh, he's a woman beater. Get him out. You know how quick he would be off of that bench?
Oh, my God. I'm glad he ain't president now.
For real.
Get him out of there. Get him out of here.
Now, change the topic. I was watching the Rams game the other day, right? And I posted on my Facebook, and when you watch the game today, I posted on my Facebook, like, this team has a lot of white players, man. They're like the Boston Celtics of the
I
NFL,
ain't
man.
mad because I got Cup, and Cup be producing, buddy. So I don't care. I do not care.
I know
Cup
you can
be
come.
producing. Like, damn, he got 30 points. Shit. Yeah.
I had him 1 year and he didn't do shit for me, so I seen him and I was like, "Oh fuck, Cup." But yeah, I should have took him too. But yeah, man, I looked at the team, bro. That team is the starting. That offensive line is pure white boys, white and back, wide receiver.
I couldn't tell you the first person other than Cup on that team.
Me neither. Me neither.
Man, some teams in the NFL, man, I don't watch. Like, I got the helmets up here. Minnesota, I ain't gonna watch.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, I damn sure ain't gonna watch.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals, not gonna watch.
Depends who they play, though.
Yeah,
you know, you may, yeah. Then you have to watch it because that's your team or whatever, you know.
Atlanta,
but if it's
if Atlanta playing Detroit, I'll never watch that.
Or Minnesota, Detroit, fuck that.
Yeah. Or the Detroit and Cincinnati, never watch it.
Well, the Detroit, Minnesota, I will watch because that's usually the Thanksgiving Day game, right? So it's usually Detroiters.
I'll feed to that, and then I'll catch the Dallas game. I'll watch the Dallas game.
I'll watch it because it's a football game, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, there ain't no other football on to watch it. But, yeah, man, a lot of these teams, I care less about, bro.
Yeah, we got a little heated, bro. I mean, man, that shit stokes my fire, boy. Man, fuck ain't done nothing. He ain't done nothing wrong.
Yo, and when that Phantom Zone came in, I was like, "Oh shit, it's getting real now."
I'm gonna make my point on that. I'm trying to hear that.
It's all good, man. I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? 100%. So I agree with that they do need to do some kind of thing in the NFL where there's a little bit of consistency with the crimes and stuff like that, and with players. It feels like if their players are name brand, they'll kind of baby them and help them out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Man, ain't nobody gonna get rid of Brady or Aaron or who else? Who else? Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Shit. Mahomes probably could slap his wife in front of the. He had an out of body experience. A mental episode. The doctor said that it was not him, and
he get a game suspension. We're suspended for a game. Let him sit, calm down.
They'll make up some kind of damn medical excuse for that.
You know, turf toe. You got turf toe. He'll be back next week. Don't worry about it.
Then he was about to come to Kansas and pistol whip. No, boy, ain't about pistol whip. I like my freedom, bro. Man, I'm telling you, man. That's why I don't understand these people, and I'm not saying I'm better than nobody because I'm not. I don't understand people that make decisions that cause themselves to end up in jail and prison, man. Because when you can't damn go to the refrigerator and get soda, or tea, or go in the cabinet and get you some Oreos or shit. That, man. Ain't no way. No.
You know what I say, Donnie? I'll say first off, I understand what you mean, but sometimes in situations where maybe you're angry, to me, it's the ones that go to jail, get out, and then go back to jail again. And it's like, I've been locked up like 5 times already.
Yeah, I'll give you a fuck up. I'll give you a fuck. But when you repeat,
yes.
Or what's crazy to me, you got 3 strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell you fucking around with them strikes, man? No. I'm not.
I'll tell you the worst thing, and I'm not a hater of this guy in any way, shape, or form, is Michael Vick. Because most of the defense I hear about Michael Vick is, well, it wasn't a person. Come on, dude. This is so. I
don't talk about that because I'm gonna piss I'm gonna piss some animal lovers off, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Listen.
I know.
Listen.
Hold on, over here, guys. Keep talking.
I just hate talking about Kaepernick because what's the definition of insanity? It's talking or doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. There's nothing we can do about it. Bringing him up doesn't change what happened. Bringing him up doesn't change what the NFL does. The NFL is a very unfair place, which, again, I've made reference to the fact that Goodell is like God in the NFL. If Goodell says, it becomes. which is what fucked Kaepernick over.
So what you're saying is because we can't change something, we shouldn't talk about it ever again?
Not per se. It's just the reference to Kaepernick compared to everybody else. It's like
That's going to be what's the thing in Marvel? What's the thing they can't change? Doctor Strange tried to change. What they call it? At
just
one point,
a moment in time.
Okay, it's that one moment in time that you can't change. Me and Ons were talking about just now. If we did have a time machine, how can we change it? I said, the only thing we could do is go back to Kaepernick. You better not kneel. You better fucking stand up. Because if you don't, kneel, your ass is going.
I have one better for you. You find a way to time travel back, and you have the video of Goodell offerings. The apology says, dude, this is what's going to happen to you. But what's going to happen, though, is you're going to divide a country, and it's going to get worse and worse. And this might be the moment in time. And I know this sounds like a bunch of malarkey, but this is, if you want to think of this as a timeline and moments change overall things, who's to say that in that moment in time, if Goodell stood behind Kaepernick, that this country might have held, no, listen, I'm making a point that what if
what if
I'm gonna tell you
what if Goodell stood behind Kaepernick, and then all this hatred, all this division this country's currently in, which I'm not going to say that was the catalyst of it, but it was one of a many different catalysts that has led us to a lot of division in this country. What if Goodell had stood up behind him and said, you know what? He has a right to do this. I'm not going to agree with him that this is a case that I want to take a stand on. But if he believes so wholeheartedly that this is what he needs to do, I stand behind Colin Kaepernick. That's more what I think would have been the better idea. But it didn't happen that way. And it happened, 3, 4, 5 years later that he came on a video and said, you know what, I'm going to stand behind these people who want to kneel and stuff. But what if that had happened then? I'm not saying that this world would be monumentally different, but who's to say all this hatred, all this division of Black Lives Matter or the blue line, support police, defund police, who's to say that we would have gone down that rabbit hole of all this craziness that has led to a division? I'm not going to say that it would have stopped COVID-19, but I'm saying, what if, because like the butterfly effect and all this weird stuff about time travel and time and all that, what if that one moment in time took us down a different path where we didn't deal with any of that? I mean, it's possible that if he had stood behind Kaepernick, that there would be a lot less tension between a lot of people, because that did drive a nail in between a lot of different things.
It did. It was divisive, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I think you are correct. If he would have stood behind him, it would have been totally different. But again, he would have been going up against Donald Trump, and nobody wanted to do that.
Nobody gives a shit about Donald Trump. I'll tell you why. The NFL should never care about Donald Trump, because the NFL has kicked Donald Trump to the curb more than once.
Yeah.
Every time he's tried to buy teams, they're like, nope. If they're that strong to go up against him for that, what does Goodell have to worry about standing behind a player?
I just don't think that the 31 good old boys would have supported Goodell, because that decision.
Again,
let me finish.
They don't always support him anyways.
Goodell,
he doesn't give a shit.
They're his boss.
They don't. He doesn't give a shit if they support him or not. That's why I said he has a God complex. I'm the first person to tell you he has a God complex.
I don't know about that, bro.
I hate the fact. Again, no matter what my opinion of Kaepernick is and his skill set, I don't mean opinion of him as a person. He has every right to do what he wanted to do there. He has a right to do that. And now in the NFL, that's normal. I mean, that's a win for him, I guess, in a sense. He lost, but he does.
I'm pretty sure Nike picked him up. He ain't hurting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He ain't hurting at all.
No, he isn't. But
it might have extended his life. All that damage he had going on.
That's true. That's true. But no matter what my opinion of his skill sets are, Anza brought a good point. He's better than 10% of the starting quarterbacks that are in the NFL right now, and he would have had a team. And I even mentioned the fact that I was surprised that Denver didn't more aggressively go after him, because Denver was a really good team that could have used somebody like him. I think he fit better in Denver. But Kaepernick was definitely somebody that had to fit into a system. He's not an overall just whatever your system is, I'll play that way. He had a very specific way he played.
All right, but correct me if I'm wrong. The coach usually changes the system to fit the quarterback's strength.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
It's not always the case, because some coaches just don't understand systems.
If it is a top 10 quarterback, they're going to change that system. Aaron
Are you
Rodgers,
saying that Kaepernick was a top 10 quarterback?
I'm making a point. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers, they're going to change it. In the time that he was in there, I guarantee he was top 15. The time he was in the NFL, I guarantee he was a top 15 quarterback.
I agree. He went to Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he went to Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So I can agree with that.
Let's go to these picks, man. We're going on almost 2 hours.
Let's do it.
Let me pull it up. Who's going to be the first team? We all picked the Panthers, right?
Yeah.
Who was it?
So we all picked the Panthers, didn't we?
For last week?
No,
for this week.
Yeah, this week, Thursdays.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next is Bengals versus the Steelers. I know what I was going to say.
It's in Pittsburgh, isn't it?
It's in Pittsburgh.
I don't even have to ask that question, right?
I'm going with the Steelers.
Let's take the Steelers again. Okay. Mr. Knight?
Pittsburgh.
No, go Bengals, man.
I can't think you even think you was thinking on that.
Pittsburgh.
Saints versus the Patriots.
Saints.
I was going to say it's the Saints.
Yes, sir.
Saints versus who again? I'm sorry.
The Patriots. They're playing in New England.
Yeah, man.
I'm going with the Saints too.
Oh man. What was it? One of their guys is out. That's why they had such a horrible week last week, they think. Fuck it. I'll go Patriots.
Ooh. Okay.
Colts versus the Titans.
Son of a bitch. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to go with, Jesus Christ.
That's in Tennessee, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm taking Titans.
Same here.
I am too. Falcons versus the Giants.
God damn it.
I'm going with the Giants.
Giants. It's in New York, isn't it?
It's in New York.
Yeah, sorry.
You going to the Giants, Chris, you said?
Yeah, because every time I pick the Falcons, I get fucked. But every time I don't pick the Falcons, I get fucked. And you know what, though? Same thing goes with the Giants. So now I'm fucked. There's just no way in this that I'm not fucked. If I come out not fucked, I'll be happy. But I'm pretty sure I'm fucked.
I'm taking ATL, guys.
Chargers versus the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Oh, of course.
Bears versus the Browns. I'm taking the Browns.
I'll take the Browns too.
Browns.
Ooh, I saw that hurt come out of Chris' mouth this now, boy.
You know?
No hurt.
The Ravens versus the Lions.
Ravens.
I'm taking Baltimore as well.
Who's against again?
The Lions, and they're playing in Detroit.
I'm going to pick the Ravens, but there's some question as to Jackson's health.
Yeah, he missed Thursday's game.
He's missed.
He didn't practice Thursday.
Didn't practice Thursday. Didn't practice Tuesday. There's like 2 days he hasn't, and he had made several references that people had mentioned in some shows this week that he's like, that didn't feel too good when he got hit in the ribs I think when he got the touchdown. So we'll see if he takes one hit, like one real good hit, he could be out. But I'm still going to say Ravens because until he's out, I think they're the team.
Detroit has allowed 30-plus points in 8 straight games.
Well, yeah, it'd take a lot for me to even go with the Lions.
But, Cardinals versus the Jags. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Chris, you took Baltimore, right?
Yes, I'm going to go with the Cards.
Yeah, I'm going Arizona too.
Washington versus the Bills. Whew. Oh, damn.
They're playing in Washington, right? You said?
No, they're playing in Buffalo.
Oh, they're playing in Buffalo? Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo. I'm taking Bills.
I am too.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bills.
Buffalo has won 7 of the last 8 games against Washington.
The Bills are 26th in passing, 8th in rushing. Offense is 21st right now.
Jets versus the Broncos.
Oh, Denver.
I'm going Denver too.
Yeah. Denver's second in defense, 12th in passing, 7th in rushing, and 9th in overall offense.
The Dolphins versus the Raiders. Going with the Raiders.
Dolphins versus Raiders. Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders too.
Miami has won 7 of the last games against the Raiders.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, but 2, I think, still out. I can't go with and even though they've won that many, it's always been like by a point or 2. I'm not impressed with the Raiders really, but I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders in this because I think 2 is still out. Let's see here.
Ooh, the Bucks versus the Rams.
You took Raiders, Chris? Sorry.
Yes.
Let me see what my Raider Whisperer is saying.
Bucks versus Rams.
Hold on 1 minute. I got to call the Raider Whisperer.
Yeah, do your thing, man. I'm taking the Bucks for this one, though, for sure.
Alrighty.
Hello.
Hey. I'm picking Raiders versus the Dolphins.
Miami?
Yeah.
We're going to kill Miami. Yeah, pick the Raiders.
Hey, now you know that 7 of the last 8 games y'all lost.
We're going to beat Miami. Don't worry about that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
The Raider Whisperer has spoken. I'm going with the Bucks. Who you picking? Chris.
Rams.
Rams. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
That's somebody letting that hate cloud the judgment.
Yeah.
How is that? How do you even think that?
What is best with you, bro? Tom Brady, first career game.
Hold on.
This is his first career game in Los Angeles. What the hell?
Really?
At least they got a little fact and say Tom Brady, first career game.
All right,
in
listen.
Los Angeles.
The Buccaneers are 22nd in defense. The Rams are 12th. The overall offense of the Buccaneers is 15th. Rams is 17th. Passing, Rams are 9th, 7th for Bucks, and then rushing, the Bucks are 31st, and LA is 25th. I mean, this stacks as a good game, but it stacks in the favor of the Rams. I'm sorry.
What's the Rams quarterback name? What's his name?
That's
I
what
don't
I
give
was
a
about to
fuck.
say, Danny.
I'm asking. What's
I
the
don't give
Rams?
it.
What's his name?
Hold on. Stafford.
Okay. And who's
I don't give a fuck. This guy listen, fine, whatever. You want to give me crap on going by what not hate.
Listen.
I look at these games. Listen, last week I picked the damn
Chris,
Buccaneers.
Chris, listen.
No matter how I feel about it.
That look like I'm mad. Why are you getting mad if you're out of shape, man? All we doing is laughing.
Because you're sitting there and making it sound like I'm going off of hate. It's 2-2-0 teams.
Okay.
And I think LA stacks up pretty damn good against these guys.
Yeah, and I was just that's fine. I was gonna say like Danny said, I was like, all those numbers are good, but LA don't have Tom Brady, so
that's all I'm saying, bro. You ain't gonna get mad.
All right,
we joking, bro.
All right.
Seahawks and Vikings.
Hawks.
What? Oh, boy.
He thought you said
the Vikes. Hell no.
Seahawks.
For sure.
Even though they both, oh God, they're both abysmal right now.
Gosh, I wish we could get Russell some help. He ain't got no damn help.
No,
I know, right? What up, Blasted? What's going on, brother?
In the 49ers. This is gonna be the head scratcher right here. I think this is gonna be the game of the week.
Pack.
What?
I don't know, man. You gotta lose a career versus them.
Mm-hmm. They're 2-0. I think their big
Rodgers,
problem.
5-6 career record versus San Francisco. 0-3 in playoffs. Ooh.
Yeah, I see what the Pack did last week. I'm going Pack.
I'm a fan of the bad man, though. I gotta go for the Packers too.
Same here. I mean,
and they play
right now.
They're playing in the 49ers.
Right now, their offense is 29th, but I think that's just a problem of the first week being into that. But their defense is 10th in the league right now. So,
I meant to cover this as a topic what I'm about to do now, but this game, the Monday night game, well, I cover it real quick before we pick it. But then Monday night game, I think it's going to be the game of the week, in my opinion. That's Eagles versus the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles got a new coach. I can't think of his name, but he got on a shirt like beat the Cowboys, and it's caused a big stink. And they talk about it on Undisputed, and his wife is wearing it, his kids is wearing it. They say it's a high school kind of trick and shit. He said, and Skip said that Cowboys is laughing at it because they don't really care about the Eagles. The Eagles think it's a rivalry, but the Cowboys' real rivalry is the Redskins or Washington, the football team.
Okay. So Dallas has a problem. They don't have much of a defense. Philadelphia's number 2. Listen, Philadelphia's okay. They're 26th in the league right now. Is what their defense is.
Okay.
The rushing game of the Eagles is number 2. Their defense, the Eagles' defense, is number 3. They're going to make this game all. Or Dak is going to be the only one that. This is going to be Dak's game. If Dak pulls this off, there's not going to be very many questions. But I don't think Ezekiel Elliott, and I don't think the other guys he has in this is going to help him that much. I'm going to pick the Eagles because I think that with the run game against that defense, they can wear them down. And with their defense, they should. And being at home, they should.
The little fact said Philadelphia has lost 3 straight road games to Dallas, and they're playing in Dallas.
Are they playing in Dallas? Oh yeah, it is AT&T. Okay, but still, I think the Eagles can do it.
My heart is wanting to go with the Eagles, but I am scared of Dallas a little bit because they're showing signs of. You think Tampa Bay is better than the Eagles?
Tampa Bay, absolutely.
I'm asking Chris.
Do I think Tampa Bay is better than the Eagles? Offensively, yes.
And they played Tampa Bay pretty good.
That's week 1 though, man. That brings up a lot of questions. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're better necessarily. I think if they went up against each other, I think I don't think it's much of a game because I don't think the offense could do much against Tampa Bay.
It's a hard game.
But I'm
Shit.
still gonna pick. I'm picking the Eagles.
Damn.
I took Cowboys.
Okay.
Good Cowboys. My heart want to say Eagles, man, but damn, my head's saying Cowboys. Fuck. Well, I'm gonna go to Cowboys. Damn.
Danny took the boys. Okay.
Shit, I only got one game I could catch you on. That ain't shit.
Basically.
Who else could be somebody that might be a game changer that I can switch?
Is that all the games then?
That's it.
Okay.
Fuck. I can't catch for nobody.
Right now, the predictability is 52% that Dallas will win.
I'm gonna change my Titans to Colts. Can I do that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the
Take the
Titans.
Colts.
There's a 51% chance that the Buccaneers win, but they're calling for a close game. Chiefs are like 65% chance winner. And let's see here. I'm just looking through NFL right now.
I'm gonna change to Washington too.
All right. Washington, which game was that?
Washington the Bills.
Okay.
They've got the Green Bay Pack, 52% chance of winning, 25-24 is their prediction. Their chance to cover is 54% also.
Maybe I could catch 3 games. What's the thing now?
You're at 19-13. Chris is at 18-14. I'm at 22-10, and Roberto is 16-16.
What was Chris again? 18 and 14?
19-14.
I'm one behind you.
Yeah.
4 games behind you.
Yes.
So I thought it was more games than that.
No, 3 games behind me. You're 19-13. No.
Hawks are 53% chance of winning.
I'm only 3 games behind you?
Yeah, 3 games. You're 19-13.
No, 4. Oh, he's 19? Oh, yeah.
He's
19
19-13.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
18. You're 18-14. I'm 22-10. And Chris, Roberto, 16-16. You're 4
It's
behind
so close.
me. Danny's 3 behind me.
This has been a crazy first 2 weeks, man.
Yeah, I know.
Games that some of us thought we won. It's like, oh fuck.
Mm-hmm. So that's why Danny made the changes now, so that he can try and catch up. You know.
That's fine. I'm not changing.
I'm not changing shit either, because I know if these games don't go through, then it's going to put him way more behind me. So I'm good with that.
Well,
Buffalo has a 63% chance of winning by 6 points.
What's that?
I'm going to change back to Titans, but the rest I'm going to keep.
No problem.
They're calling for a 27-21 win against the Bills against Washington.
I'm and how much with Bills and Washington? How much?
27-21. They're calling. That's their prediction on NFL.com is 27-21 Buffalo. And there's a 50. Hold on, let me go back. No, they're calling that's a 63% chance of win probability.
How about the Giants and ATL?
I'm looking. I'm going.
Still taking Washington, Danny?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Washington.
Okay.
They're saying there's a 57% chance of the Saints winning, 60% chance of Raiders winning. Cards are 71% favored. Who are you asking about?
The Giants in Atlanta.
Hold on.
Flash, thank you, sir. We are back. Definitely.
52% Giants are going to win.
Yeah. Okay.
The Bengals are favored 55%. but it's supposed to be. Yeah, they've got it at a 24-23 game right now.
Who they play?
No, their win probability is 51%.
Oh, okay.
The Bengals got a 51% chance of beating the Steelers?
Yep.
Jesus, that got to be wrong.
That's because no, I guess they're 1-1. I thought they were 2-0, but New York, like I said, is 52% win probability.
So they're saying the Bengals can beat the Steelers.
That's what they're saying. There's a 51% chance. Basically, that's statistics and that's probability. That does not mean that's how the game's going to go down. I don't think that's how the game's going to go down, but it could. They're calling for a 28-17 win for Denver, 73% chance of winning. They're saying Dallas is going to win, 61% chance.
How about the Bucks?
I'm looking.
Bucks and the Rams. There's probably a 2 million% chance the Bucks will win.
Probably.
No.
2%.
54%.
54%.
They're calling it the same thing. It's basically a toss up. Their prediction is 27-25.
Really? 27. That's a 2-point game. Nah. Well, Rams are pretty good, so I guess I could see that. But
man, he done throw 4 touchdowns past
easy.
2 games.
Yeah, easy.
No.
Shake your head. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump.
All right. Before we go, everybody, want to shout the channel. What's going on? We had a very good, 2 hours and 6 minutes, longer than I thought it was going to go, but I enjoyed it.
You found the right topic.
Yeah, right topic. But I'll go first. I'm Danny Graham, aka Comment Chat. This is my show along with Alonzo and Chris. Square One, where we talk about NBA, NFL. We'll try and get into a little bit of boxing, but I really saw no boxing matches. That's really. I think I saw one coming up. I can't think of the name of it now. Next month. We have to jump on some Alonzo videos and check that out. Like, it'll be pretty good. But
hopefully, if there's something good coming up, absolutely.
What was it? Jake Paul wants to fight Tyson?
What?
Ooh,
I think I heard that.
Yeah,
dude. I'm waiting for one of these guys to get their head knocked clean off.
Did any of you guys know that Holyfield fought?
Yeah.
For who?
And
did he win? That's what I thought. I thought
in the first round.
Who did he fight?
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it now. He got fucking smoked in the first round, knocked out in the first round, bro.
Damn.
Was it Belfort?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, Victor Belfort.
Yeah.
Are they like the same age?
Did you ever see Evander Holyfield near the end of his career? He is not. I don't even know why he even tried. I'm surprised he even tried.
He said he's gonna come back.
Jesus,
he crazy as hell.
He said he's gonna come back.
They gotta look like a giant compared to him. Good Lord, shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see here.
Why did he want to mess up his legacy? There ain't no way.
I have no idea, bro.
He is forever gonna go down as a man that beat Mike Tyson, got the ear bit off. Ain't no way I'm messing that up. Nope.
I agree. Look, I'm watching this now. I'm looking at it now. Let's see here.
Okay, well, no. So it came out that one of the Paul brothers said they wanted to fight Tyson, and then Tyson came out, I guess in May, and said he will not fight either of them.
Sucker. You throw enough money at him.
I slipped on that one. Okay. Oh yeah, he got an uppercut, knocked him right out.
No, I didn't see that.
I don't know why these old man them think they can come back in the ring and want to fight. You know what I mean, bro? Give that shit up, man.
That's a young man's game, buddy. And if you know what the fuck you're
right,
doing,
bro,
you get knocked the shit out.
Fucking right, bro. There's sometimes you need to know when to call it quits. You know,
that's some stupid shit that like something for us to do. Forget a good payday off. They putting up zeros behind it. I get in there with somebody.
Right, exactly.
Like you say, this swing and miss, the force of their win will knock me out. I'm gonna tell you. I tell you that right
I'm
now.
getting my money and I'm done. But
Look at the
Holyfield,
wife.
Tyson.
She give me the thumbs up. I know the money in the account. I'm here.
Like I'll say this, I don't think any of those Paul guys are great fighters, but man, if they go up against Tyson, either Tyson's gonna smoke them or they're gonna be able to fucking outlast Tyson because he's so old and beat him like that. It has
Well,
to be an
shit.
exhibition, 3
When I
rounds.
was seeing him hit that bag when he was practicing, he might be lost some speed, but that motherfucker ain't lost no power. Oh my god!
Oh no, absolutely not.
I
Absolutely not.
I can see my ribs all broke and crack up, boy.
But the stamina's not there, Danny. You know what I mean?
I
That's
don't
why they
know,
gotta
man.
give these guys a few.
Man, some of them old guys, man, got that stamina, bro. When you stay in shape like that,
Yeah, but if you think he went up against a young dude like Logan Paul, he'd have enough stamina.
hey,
I think
And,
he'd have to knock him out within the first couple rounds.
wasn't what happened to Mayweather? He had more stamina than what's the old mixed martial artist guy name? Because he was winded.
Yeah. But that's the thing though, because Conor McGregor was only used to going like 3 rounds, 5 rounds. You know, Mayweather, that's his shit. He's most of his matches 10 rounds and up. You know what I mean? So
Shit.
yeah, man. Good show though. Good show.
Hey, you ever heard of a guy? His last name was Pryor, a boxer. This sucker, he probably was the best boxer I ever seen in my life.
Really?
I'm gonna show you the clip when we get off here.
All right.
All right, Lobo. Want to shout out anything before we go?
Nah, man, just Bigger Ford Entertainment. This was a great show, man. That debate. There's the first time I just had to sit back and listen to these guys argue. That shit was fun as fuck. But no, that's it. We can close it up. Thank you for having me down. It was a great show today.
All right, Chris, anything you want to say before we go off, bro?
No, man. Just Real Review 3000, Chaos Central, all that fun stuff, guys. Thank you.
All right, catch you tomorrow on Onzo Show Roundtable episode. This is the dumbest episode ever. That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts.
I haven't seen it yet.
Did you know Yellow likes this episode?
What? I can't wait to see what comics say tomorrow. I know comics is going on. I can't. I won't be there. I have to watch because I gotta do that thing, but I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, later, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
We ain't got no more words for brothers that be stepping in front. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I and I for 95, 96.